Hi, my name is Kelly Davies, and this is my advocacy project. With this advocacy project, I am providing mental health training to educators and staff to recognize and interact with students in need in order to improve mental health resources and access in school. I chose this because in March 2023, the CDC found that 42% of high school students were suffering from overwhelming stress and anxiety, which was a 50% increase from 2011. As well as that suicide is the third leading cause of death to high school students. I started by wanting to make mental health resources for students accessible, but throughout my research, I realized how important it is to focus on training the staff and educators how to recognize students in need, how to interact with them, and how to get them the help that they need. I learned how important it is to involve teachers as well as other educational staff, including bus drivers, food service workers, janitors, etc. In order to streamline and make everything accessible, I'm utilizing the internet by creating a website with the training for the staff to access anytime, as well as provide resources for staff and students, which include videos, contact information, and information for resources in and out of school, community resources, and more. Personally, I received a late diagnosis of ADHD at the age of 30. Throughout school, there were times I was tested to try to determine why I was struggling with state testing, but once my IQ was established to be at an appropriate level, that was the extent of help I received. If the educational staff had more training, I could have potentially received more help in school and learned coping strategies to help in school as well as later in life. My SMART goal is to provide mental health training to educators and staff within a 2-week span of time. My potential opponents are parents who do not believe their child needs mental health help or who do not believe in any therapy of any kind. My targets are the educators and staff who will be receiving the training, as well as the students who will be receiving the benefits of trained staff. I partnered with the Early Learning Center and have been working with Tricia Romanis, who's a special education teacher for the past 24 years. She has a lot of experience with students who had mental health needs, including suicidal thoughts and attempts. She works at the Early Learning Center, which is the organization I'm partnering with, and they provide resources for students and parents, including food and health needs. They're skilled in handling sensitive material and managing feelings and reactions of parents receiving difficult news about their child, which could help with the potential of opponents in the partnership. I conducted a survey of students in a student in my community and asked her about her knowledge and access of mental health resources in school. My biggest takeaway from the interview is that counselors are only available by appointment, which is not helpful in times of crisis such as panic attacks. The biggest change Audrey would like to see is her teachers to stop making students feel disregarded and feel like quote-unquote just a kid. So after this interview, I feel that training of staff would be very helpful with all of the concerns that Audrey brought up, and I look forward to interviewing her again after the staff has received the training. I created a simple survey that measures the staff's level of training pertaining to mental health before and after the training course is being provided. So far, I've only received a couple surveys back from staff, but I've included the graphs I've gotten so far. I also included my timeline, which includes the interviews with my partnership, as well as the action items and our future items for the website to be active and live throughout the whole school district. My overall reflection of this project is that I want to make huge changes, and so it was messy, and I started out way bigger than what was manageable at first. But it was fun to look back and see how things changed over time. One of my strengths is that I'm a fact finder, so I like to understand the data and research behind an issue, which helped me recognize the needs of my community. Tricia has been an incredible partner and has a lot of experience and knowledge as an educator, so she had a lot of stories to share and many connections with the school district and community, which will help for future partnership planning. Thank you.